So here with me in Selley, following our 4-2 defeat at home to Walton and Hersham in the Surrey Senior Cup semi-final. Tough game tonight, Ian.
It was, yeah, a little bit obviously disappointed. I was looking forward to tonight. It was a good test against a very, very good team, the league above, that are doing really, really well. I thought 2-2. I thought the game would just pan out really, but we let them out in the far left-hand side. They broke forward and scored, and then obviously the fourth goal was, us sticking the centre half. Centre forward, just try and catch something at the back end of the game. So I thought the boys worked very, very hard. It was a tough game. Walton a possession team. They had a lot of ball second half especially, but I think the boys gave a good account of themselves.
Yeah, it was funny, wasn't it? Because the start of the first half was very, very similar to the start of the second half. It was, I described it on commentary as a bit like a game of chess, and the ball just kept going forward and back and sideways, and from both teams. Yeah. It's almost like we were both teams were waiting for that opportunity, for that gap that was going to be created. And in the second half, it didn't really appear. I think they had one shot on goal, which the young goalkeeper Ryan that came in did well and pushed it out for a corner. And then, of course, they scored in the 89th minute to make it 3-2. And as you say, you sort of changed formation then and threw the big boys up front, Cam Black playing centre forward, to try and nick that last-minute equaliser, which, of course, we got a little sucker punch there, didn't we, in the end? Yeah,
which doesn't reflect the game really, but obviously Walton are a good side. They push the ball around well. They're like I say, a possession-based team and are hard to play against, and I think we looked a little bit leggy the back end of the game. Maybe that's because they had possession, a fair portion of possession. But it was a bit of an all-out sort of chance for us to sort of showcase ourselves a little bit against a team at a high level that are doing well. And unfortunately today we just come up a little bit short. But that's no reflection really on how the players played. I thought they worked hard. I think we looked a little bit leggy second half, but that's expected after a tough game against Hanworth the few days before.
Yeah, it was a tough game, wasn't it, Saturday? We spoke on Saturday, didn't we, about that after the game. But it was a tough game, and certainly in the last 15-20 minutes against Hanworth, it was sort of backs to the wall there, really, wasn't it? Do you think that took a little bit out of the team tonight?
I think it did, and I think sort of looking the pattern of how the game went, I think we again dropped a little bit deep, and midfield players dropped a little bit deep, and it's something we'll obviously look at, but it's not intentional to sort of get pushed back late on in some of the games. But I think Saturday's game, we're 2-0 up. We were able to sort of drop a little bit deeper just to try and protect the lead, but I think it's important that we do try and push as hard as we can, and especially when games are tight. But unfortunately tonight we just come up a little bit short. But like I say, it was the players done what they could, but they're playing against a team that's third in the division in front of us. So there's a difference in levels, and obviously a little bit more clinical, maybe a little bit better with the ball. But it's a cup game, and the boys did the best they can.
Yeah, I know you weren't here last season, but David Rogowski turned up again at Fetcham Grove and put the ball in the back of the net for their third goal. It's not the first goal he scored down here against Leatherhead. He's a bit of a thorn in our side. Yeah,
he's a good player. He's we've watched him over the last couple of years and stuff, and he's always gets decent goals, always gets good assists, and he's a handful. So, but no, the lads I thought did well in parts today, but like I say, fell a little bit short. But I think ultimately the most important thing is the game Saturday, Monday, and the following Saturday. So we need to make sure, looking at a couple of results that come in tonight, that we need to make sure we win all three games.
Yeah, and of course we're away on Saturday, aren't we, at South Park?
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. They're not safe yet. They'll be fighting for their lives. So it'll be a difficult game. It won't be easy, but we need to go there with a positive mindset and pick up the 3 points. So there's still going to be the odd twist and turn the back end, which normally happens. But we just got to focus and make sure that we win all three games.
And a positive tonight for me, seeing Alfie Huckle on the score sheet. I said last time he scored, I said in comms that he doesn't score many, and then he pops up and scores a lovely header tonight.
Yeah, do you know, with Alfie, he's at Westfield last season. He scored a few goals with his head. I think he maybe goes a bit unnoticed because of his size. Yeah. Everyone picks up the big boys, but I thought he played well today. Alfie got about, won the ball back for us in good areas, and if we forget sometimes he's only 19. He's only a kid still, so he's still got lots to do. But we've got to brush ourselves down and look forward to Saturday now.
Okay, listen, Ian, thanks for joining me after tonight's game, and I look forward to seeing you again on Saturday.
Nice one. Cheers, Si.
Cheers, Ian.